In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's King. The throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, UNC! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after.
That ties the game.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The run from the shotgun. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Brings up 2nd down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to the air one more time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Brings up second and goal.
Trying to slam in. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field. They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the three. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Back to pass, it's Kane. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43. Handoff to the lone back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the new coordinator.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
North Carolina.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man, it's Kane. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Hampton. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to get to it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 31 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Back to throw, it's King. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third. Firing to the right, complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 10 seconds to go, and the half clock reads 9. It is first and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Push down for the tackle. After that last completion, it's second down.
Brings up second down.
Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Offense in a split backfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Zings it complete to the right. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Johnson looking to throw. Got a man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Discards a man. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Haynes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Johnson wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Using his legs, it's Haynes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man in the middle. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Here comes the offense on second down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Coming after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
From the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
North Carolina, 27, Georgia Tech, 17.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. Hits the spin cycle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man down the middle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll give it to him again. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, Nothing to see here. Just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.